Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of Behind the Screens.
Can you
One of
believe it?
your
We made it.
co-hosts,
Oh,
Joel.
uh, you should know this by now. That's Joel. I'm Abe.
We're gonna try to come up with a little theme song or either like opening credits for the next episode. Do you want to talk real quick about just the last 4 fucking hours that were spent? So our producer, aka Abraham,
It's not. I fucked up the
he
settings.
fucked up the audio settings or whatever it was, so
Can't
our
figure it out.
microphones weren't able to completely link up.
I blame Jonathan. We started fucking with the audio as soon as Jonathan came into the picture.
To be honest, I think after we finished the podcast with Jonathan, he started moving shit around and touching shit.
Me?
Jonathan,
Did
what?
he even drank it on my water bottle?
Did you drink out of your water bottle?
Bastard. Yeah, and then I got sick.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That sucks.
I had to go to Planned Parenthood.
What the fuck did he give you?
Baby,
Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. Have a
be
baby
a
by me, baby.
be 1,000 there.
100 there?
Maybe on a good.
Being dead.
Actually, that would be it. It would be kind of baby
Being
by
dead.
me. You might end up in debt. Ah, fuck! The last 4 hours have been stupid.
Happy Easter.
What did you call? Was the rebirth?
The erection of Jesus. What happened at Walmart?
You say erection, fool?
Resurrection. So like everybody thought this fool was dead. Yo, imagine.
Surprise!
Yo, imagine. Imagine.
I can't today. The last few hours have been hell.
Imagine your homie like passes away and you feel the morning and then like 3 days later the fool's just like surprise, surprise.
Shout out to Bob.
Yo, big shout out to Bob. Bob was here.
Hope he's okay.
Obviously this podcast is gonna drop after he's out the hospital, but sending our wishes. Well, not our wishes because my wishes are crazy, but sending your prayers out to Bob.
What are you wishing about?
Uh Stop fucking smoking, bro. It's
Sober 2024, kind of.
I'm like in 4.5 months now of my sobriety.
I guess November for me, late November. Was
Yeah.
it? What
I
about the
mean, you
same?
dabbled in like the shrooms and stuff, but
Nah, well, I
like,
mean, when I mean sober, I mean like no alcohol or like weed.
yeah. Yo, so one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about now is because you had your clothing brand for a while before.
I did.
Was it always just strictly screen printing even back then?
No, well, before this one, there was one where I did DTG. There was
You
one,
did.
yeah, it was one specific design where it was like an old Victorian style mirror,
Okay.
and then it had a Virgin Mary in there, but it was like, yeah, way back. Mind you, this was 10 years ago, not now, and it had like a plastered bar over its eyes, and it just
Over
said,
her eyes.
yeah, over the eyes, and then it just said like fresh on it because the brand name was Fresh Threads. So
That's
it
kind
was,
of fresh.
yeah, I mean, it was like on one of those where like I didn't know what the fuck, like, it had nothing to do with the brand, but aesthetically it made sense. But
What
yeah,
are your thoughts? Well, because I mean now it's like, so I mean some of the options, right? For like if you're starting a brand and you're trying to like choose whether between what to get. There's obviously like regular vinyl. There's now print direct to vinyl, which is like the heat transfers, but like with more drawings and shit like that, more different colors. Now you'll have some that are like stretch proof. The one that tripped me out is when they started making like puff vinyl,
I,
because it doesn't feel that bad. I personally just don't like vinyl because like,
after like a few washes, it's just
well, the way that it starts to crack, the after effect, but also is the same thing. Like if you ever did iron-ons and like mostly iron-on that were like on dark colors back in the day, when you had that on, dude, you will sweat through like, because no air was getting into this pocket of where the drawing was at, and it would just like hold all that heat right there, right?
it was like you had saran wrap on the inside of your
100
shirt.
percent. But like, so you have direct to film, you have DTG, then some other people were even doing like the like plastisol onto the vinyl, and then like you do the heat transfers of that onto like
That just sounds like a whole lot of extra
certain clothes. And at
steps.
that point, I was like, well, if you're already doing that kind of print, why wouldn't you just print it directly onto the garment, like
I think it
using the
was
screen
less
press
margin for
machine?
error. So if you fucked up on the piece before you put it on the shirt,
Okay, I get what you're saying, because then you're printing it on the paper.
you're
So
like,
then
I messed up. So
if you
then
mess
you
up on that one, you can get rid of it without messing up the garment.
maybe. But then if you factor in cost, right, for each thing you did mess up,
Yeah,
wouldn't it just be more efficient just to stick with screen printing?
yeah.
And then it's like because you're still having to go and do it all over
Do you
again.
still deal with that? Where like, do you still fuck up certain garments when you're printing?
This last one I didn't, which was nice. It was really nice because usually it was like one or two where I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
you should always suggest like, or not suggest, but at least I suggest at least printing on one practice shirt, no, like before you.
But when you're okay, so when you're doing that, also right, there used to be this guy. His name is Ray's Entrepreneur. Shout out to Ray's Entrepreneur. If any of you guys have ever seen any of his videos, this dude, like, have you ever heard of this guy?
I don't remember what I ate for breakfast
So there's this kid from up north, right, and like
on YouTube. He was
on
just,
YouTube, but like I think he was like from like Central California,
oh, that guy.
Fresno, Baker. I mean, it's all just one big city to me.
As, from Bakersfield on to about Stockton, I would say it's like the largest pilot cities.
So this kid did at first he would just do like all these videos about screen printing. And I tell anybody right now getting into screen printing, if you really want to learn, yo, just look up online like YouTube videos on it, even if it's something you already know. And like, because that's what I was doing. Like, I was watching these videos that I knew half of the stuff that he was talking about. But it's just always great to like catch up on some other shit. Maybe like I'm hearing something that I didn't know about or think about. But anyways, Reyes would always do a bunch of these videos about screen printing and would talk to you all about like this is your cost of the ink, this is your cost of like the t-shirts, right? The cost of this. And I think this is one of the like one of those YouTube pages that you could like learn a lot from.
He was definitely a pioneer. I feel like in that, just in the industry in general, like where most content creators
Yeah,
or influencers, so to speak, it's like before influencing was a thing.
yeah,
It's just a guy trying to teach you, which I feel like mostly is a lot of people now. Like on TikTok, I think you talked about it last time. People are like, "Hey, if you don't know how to change your tire, like I'm going to show you. If you don't know how to do like brush your teeth, like let me." But not like he was like that guy for
yeah.
screen printing, and
Which
it's
again,
great.
yeah, like really good videos, amazing videos. I for a split second, I don't know, I can't remember why I brought up his name to begin with, but
Swinging it.
it's again like even with him, like he'll talk a lot about like using like I've always hated
It's a
using
strong word.
water based ink, just because like for me like it would always either like dry up too quick, I wasn't fast enough.
On the screen too, no?
Well, yeah, on the screen because you always have to do like the flooding like right away after you press the.
Like super fast.
Or talking about how many shirts you will mess up and like stuff like that. So Reyes would always talk about it came back to me.
Nice.
Reyes would always talk about that, like, even before you would start going into production, to start running like a couple test prints and of what like you're doing like maybe like five, six, seven like, hits on a shirt or whatever, just to make sure you got the right amount of pressure and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which I usually never do.
I was gonna say I think after two maybe for me, I'm like I'm
You get
just
to go.
winging it.
I
Just
think the
go.
pressure stuff would again for me. I think the pressure stuff would only apply more if you're doing like half tones, like to do a photograph. Because with half tones, you really do gotta like watch the pressure of how many hits you're doing. I
Or
mean,
even
obviously,
multicolor.
yeah. Because if you're doing even like anything over like three, again, like I don't know anything about anything. I just know enough of what I know. But with a thing
What the
with a 300 mesh, you only
f-
gotta hit it
okay,
one
wait.
time. I don't know dick about dick, but I just like I know something. You know what I mean? And you gotta just like master like your pushings.
No Diddy.
But yeah, I guess a lot of the times like I'll make it when I get the screen. I feel like there's no better satisfying feeling than just running that fucking first pass,
That's hot.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you think that you're gonna be like a plastisol guy, like just screen printing, or do you ever see yourself moving on to like DTG work and shit like that?
I don't know, maybe like certain pieces, maybe at one point, depending on how much of like color maybe, but not like on the regular every day where like every one of the designs is specifically that. Maybe one out of like 10.
Are you excited to come out of retirement?
Yeah, April should be exciting actually. It should be good.
Yeah. Tomorrow. So your first debut
Tomorrow.
will be what? DTA?
No, no, no.
You're not gonna come out for DTA.
I mean, I'll go. I'll still be there. I still show
Hopefully
up,
this
and
comes out before DTA.
I'll still go just because I like to fuck around. Like not like that, but like be around everybody
Yeah.
and be stupid.
All right. So you think more like Rose Bowl?
Oh, yeah, actually no. I'll take a couple shirts just to
Yeah.
test the water and see what's up. But then Rose Bowl for sure. I mean, the full setup and everything like
So I mean,
that.
I'm sure that maybe
Yeah.
you don't want to like maybe say everything. Maybe you do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't give a shit. But do you like? Do you know? Do you want to tell people
I
maybe
like
like
I like the mystery of it though. I like it just like I don't want you to know until you know. I don't want to hype anybody up or anything or myself or anything like that.
so? How's this process
Because
being
I
right
because I
now?
feel like a lot of the times like my previous like past have like always been like, hey, I throw everything out there and then I just jinx myself somehow. So I'm learning to go with the flow of it and not really throw anything out there. It's like move in silence.
Is that a pun intended?
Hi Julio. Yeah.
I still really want to make either the shirt or the jersey that has like all of the homies brands, but like parodies of it. So yours would be like Sacred and Propane with like some type of like Hank Hill reference.
Put put Bobby and Hank on there. But like
Jonathan's
dressed
is
up.
mejor, so I'll call it like peor.
Yeah.
Uh, moving silence, I'll fucking moving loudness.
Okay.
The chemist, I don't know, like the dentist.
David.
Hateful thinkings. I don't know. I think it'll be funny.
It would.
Also, I'm super excited about like the fact that I was able to like push like some of those gold pendants like the first round of like the first Betty one
It's nice.
because it was an old silver pendant that I have found, but I wanted it in gold. And I was like, while I was at it, I was like, fuck it, like let's make a couple extra ones, you know what I mean, and push them out. But what I'm and and a lot of people have been asking me if I was gonna bring out some more, but I don't want to necessarily do that design because that is not my design. And I'm working on another batch right now. Hopefully, they're gonna be ready within like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But I am coming out with a new pendant. Super fucking excited about it. One of my designs. I got another thing that I'm working on right now for the summertime.
What's that?
Swimsuits.
Oh, I thought you meant these awesome hats.
Well, those awesome hats too. I'm sure by the time this episode comes out, the hat will be out already. And what it is just it was I don't know. I wanted because I still want to do it too, like make a nameplate, but like a Los Angeles nameplate. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't got a girl, so I can't like get one with like the girl's name on it or anything like that. I can't get
do
one
you
with my
ever
name.
just a really quick side note? Do you ever like hang like whenever you're with someone like would hang like their panties off like the mirror?
No,
I did that once.
it's very unsanitary.
Well, they weren't dirt. No, they don't weren't dirty. I don't think they were. She gave
Is
like
it just
she.
like one of those like, oh hey guys, look, I'm getting laid?
No,
Like
it was
just
it was
like
like one of those. She was like, "Oh, you should put my panties up on the thing," and I was just like,
I
I
felt like
mean,
that was like such a fucking early 2000s like
it was.
jock shit to do.
I mean, I'm not early that early. I was like at like 12, 10, 12. So I wasn't driving then.
So the hat, it's a gold pendant. If you want to, you can see it on Abe right now, and they just had to put one of those like a swan in the middle. It's really dope, and it's on like real tree hardwood. Ayo,
Actually says no Diddy. No
no, it
pause.
says
Real
hardwood,
real wood, hardwood.
real tree hardwood.
That was funny.
But yeah, so we have that coming up right now.
Great hats.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you think you're gonna be doing any accessories at all or anything like that, or are you just mostly gonna stick to the shirts?
I'm trying. I want to do like like similar to you, but like a bracelet. Like you know what I mean? Like maybe like some barbed wire, something very subtle, like only a limited number of like things like that, like a
Dude, a
casually drop
barbed
down.
wire bracelet would be so hard, but if it was gold.
Yeah, well, because the whole thing, or not barbed wire, I should say the thorns, like the whole
Like
like
the crown of thorn?
yeah,
That would be
exactly,
hard.
because it goes in line with the brand type thing. You know what I mean? So like something along the lines of that, and then also like maybe like a little necklace like these silver ones.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously gold would be fire, but I just think these are a little more affordable and faster like turnaround time to make and everything. I'm not like
Yeah, of
at that
course.
point yet. So
I, yeah.
but yeah, eventually, I mean, it would be cool. But I mean, maybe like stuff like that, or maybe I know we've like along with Jonathan and we've talked about like little candles or something.
Yeah.
But damn, man, I was actually looking at like the cost of making it by hand, like all this and stuff like that, and it's just it's like it's a lot, and it's already time consuming as it is, right? As you know, like with
Yeah.
screen printing, photography, like, and then even like the concert photography and all this. It's just there's so much going on that I wish I could do everything, but to
Yeah.
not to add like a little, even if it's just 10 candles to see how they do or a giveaway or whatever. It's like, do I have the time? So I don't
Cause
know.
I was, cause I was really like looking into that. I mean, I told you about like the food stand that I want to do,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I've been talking
Yeah,
about
we've
this
been
for like
talking about
almost
that
like
for
two
years, even
years.
before this really
Yeah. So yeah, well,
conceptualized.
cause
You've
yeah,
been
cause I mean, even like the brand now, like Filthy Couture is about to reach is 2 years, and is I'm about to hit in April 20th. Is gonna be the 30 year that I have for when I quit my day job. The third.
yeah.
Definitely like some scary moments. Definitely some moments of like just like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, did I do the right thing by quitting my job? Like,
Excuse
but I'm very happy that I did do that. But yeah, I mean, I've been talking about the food thing since then, right? But even one day, again,
me. Yeah.
shout out to Jenny from Puerto Vida. She was having a Halloween event and they were looking for a food vendor. And that day, I was like really contemplating being like, yo, like, fuck it, should this be the day that I go and buy everything? Like, I was just gonna go down to Olympic, down the block, and like, that's where they sell like all the parrillas and like and all that shit. But also like, and yeah, the first ones is gonna be the most expensive because it's like when you're buying the grill, the propane, like all of your fucking
Well, good thing
necessities. Monday,
I have propane accessories.
but like buying all that stuff that you need.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, because again, I don't want to sell fucking $10 hot dogs. Like, I feel like if you're selling hot,
Did you say hard dogs?
I don't want to start selling certain food products because if you're selling these certain food products, like, I don't think that they should go over a certain price. But if you're not putting them at those prices, like, you really are not making any fucking money.
Who did you say earlier though had like a $20 freaking hot dog or who or what was going on? You said somebody was you went to go buy something and it was like an $18 meal or oh because we
No,
were talking
bro,
about
Carl's Jr.
Carlos Jr. Yeah, but even McDonald's, I mean even In and Out went up from like $8, $9 meal to what 12 now.
I feel like I mean like I feel like when I was in high school, like some of those fucking double meals were like 650, 7. If that, but like okay, so shut up, like no,
But we're
I get
also
it. No, I listen, I get it. But a double Western burger,
we should go get some right now. This
double
actually sounds
Western.
really good.
I mean, they're great though, bro. This is like fucking bacon,
But
little
okay,
onion ring
but
bitches.
bullshit aside though, how many times have we asked for food recommendations and none of you motherfuckers are giving us any goddamn food recommendations? But let me know that you're not watching this shit. So if you're watching this and you don't give me a food recommendation, you're not nice.
Listen, our first episode has over 50 views.
15?
50.
That's true. That's a start.
Listen, I'm proud of those 50. Like this is
I
slowly.
think
I
like
feel I feel
25 of
like
those are me.
I feel like throughout the time, you just kept rewatching it.
Yeah, I just want, and the other half was
Um,
you.
I feel like after a while, more and more will start like the set will start to change. I really do want to have like not like a set designer, but like
No,
I
and
want to
we
have
need
a
to have,
designated area where we have different sets
but
that we
we
build.
also do need to have someone that like really knows the audio shit, that really knows like, and it's locally like, and know like so we're not struggling for about 4 to 6 hours trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, but we'll figure. You know what else I saw that it's just like what we're using kind of now.
What was that?
These amazing microphones right here. This is not a sponsor, but it could be a sponsor. Is
Why is my head so itchy, bro?
DJI,
The good in what?
the people that make the drones,
Oh, okay.
they have these things that are like wireless mics, and the receiver already has a terabyte internal like hard like memory thing, and you just motherfucker talk into them shits, and it records everything there. You can take those files and just
Really?
so that could be a
That
lot
sounds that
easier.
sounds beautiful.
They're like $300 or something like that, but again, like
But even I like when like the little like the cameras are on and then there's like oh one person talks and it goes and then it's like
when production value gets a little bit out, maybe we start making a little bit more money. I don't know. You want to take a small break so we can turn on the rest of these lights and keep it going. Make sure our audio and our video is
well
good.
I mean I know Sony has great visuals but yeah let's take a little break.
We'll be right back, guys. And we're back, everybody. We just had to go take a little piss break. Got the lights going back up. I think we're doing great right now. Um, the month is closing.
Last day.
I think we had some great events. We had a
Yeah,
pretty great month. The rain was still kind of crazy.
so cold.
Yeah.
So cold. Little nipply out there.
The perfect T-shirt, blank wise.
I still haven't found one. I mean, me personally, I'm just gonna shout these guys out. I don't think they'll ever see them, but I do like AS Color a
Ass
lot.
color,
AS is two S's. This is one S.
ass colors.
And you know who else likes these guys? David from Wishful Thinking. He likes this company a lot.
Yeah.
He's told me he really fucks with them. I do like the fit. The pricing is a little high.
Yeah.
Um, but I do really like the fit. Again, the other ones I think that you were using that what's her name, Cheeky's, the one that just she just shouted you out. Um, it's the American
Los
Apparel
Angeles.
or the Los Angeles Apparel,
Los Angeles apparel one.
but it was
Like their
like
vintage
a
black.
vintage black. I like the fit on those because we have a couple that we printed on
For
for an
ourselves, and I mean, so
undisclosed
what I
company.
like about Los Angeles is great fabric, made in the USA.
It's a little heavy, but it's not too heavy,
They pay their work. I mean, what you're really paying for is that is like made in the USA. The workers are getting paid minimum wage or more.
which is believe it or not, that's a lot compared to other apparel companies who are not
Yeah.
paying.
So that's really like really what you're paying for. But again, like their fabric, their cotton is really nice, great blend. For me, I love it because it's like heavy. It drapes
It does
well.
drape well. And you know me, like I wasn't really into that,
Yeah,
and it kind of took like you and Jonathan to kind of get me into
like
it.
that.
But
Yeah.
then once I really, for the record, I'm not saying peg. Um, oh yeah, it
I
took.
mean, with the climate and stuff that's going on right now, I don't think you want to be having any.
Was what on the climate?
So,
Isn't that part of your acceptance?
do you fully accept it?
I don't. I'm not into that.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna judge anybody who is.
Los Angeles apparel.
Right. It's a great drape. Fits.
Yeah.
Fits well.
I mean, we know why. I mean, again, like for like Jonathan, especially for the oversized, right? Because if I wear something that's a size over for what I wear, it's not an oversized tee. I just
I'm
look
not
like a
saying
fat fuck.
no comment. Jesus.
But like you and Jonathan, like you guys wear XLs, and like it's like, oh, it has this dope fit
I
on it.
don't
And I'm
wear. I
like,
can't even wear a large. I look like a fucking.
what's because of the tight
I look
pants?
like a fucking like coat hanger, bro. If I wear anything that outside of a large tops
You know, one of the first merch
drops,
that we could ever do for the podcast would be the fucking
they're not that tight. It just
the kaleidoscope disease,
I have Crohn's disease.
Crohn's disease. So I want to do a Crohn's disease T-shirt. Is there a month that's like Crohn's disease awareness?
There is, yeah.
What month is that?
I think it's April actually.
You don't fucking know.
I
But
don't
so
know, but I
I
don't
want
care
to
enough
do
to
one,
know.
and it has the same exact logos as like Chrome Hearts in the same style, but I wanted to say Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease. Am I saying it correctly?
Crohn's awareness. Well, it's in December. I was way off. The unofficial month of Crohn's in December, December 1st. I don't
You can
know,
say you
man.
really left your ass off
No,
with
it
that
is.
one.
IBS Awareness Month is April. I was
April.
close.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like if I expect my friends to make fun of me if I ever get colon cancer. And then what did you say?
That you really left
I
your ass off.
literally laughed my ass off because part of the process is taking the colon out.
But that'll be the first merch drop. I think that should be hilarious.
And then you can buy the shirt and support me in my loss of colon journey.
So you just like wake up every day. What the fuck do you think
I don't
Kesha?
wake up every day and shit
What do
myself.
you
No,
think Kesha meant
wake up
when she
in the
says she
morning
wakes up
feeling
every?
like P Diddy,
What is that about?
horny.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can think of. But again, this bitch was waking up, brushing her teeth with fucking what was it,
whiskey.
whiskey? You ever tried that shit? I've seen videos online of people try to brush their teeth with whiskey.
No.
Like that, yeah.
Is there a certain color that you don't like to print with?
I've never printed with blue,
Like the blue that I use?
just blue in general. I've never had any
Anything with
designs
blue?
ever
You
with
should.
blue.
I'm really excited for your new one.
Oh, that's a good
The
one.
new job that you're
That's a
doing.
good one. Yeah.
I feel like the print's like way bigger than you're usually going.
Fucking stacked on that motherfucker. I
You and
didn't think I
Jonathan
was gonna
just
do
love
that.
this fucking like oversized print shits.
Yeah, I really do like the back hits like a lot.
Yeah.
But I do have like two more in the chamber. You've seen one, the one with like the mouth and stuff, like that one, and then I have one more that's like um,
The
what's no,
positive?
it says no more. You know what? Something
You
something.
ever gonna bring back La Santa Muerte one, or you feel like at this point it's already like
No, well the thing is, it's like that
what was the
old.
saying that you had for that one?
No morimos, solo nos olvidan.
That's fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was cool. I think I have to redo it, and then the other one that I would redo is the virgin one as well. Not the virgin one, but the nun one with the crying, with the horns,
Another
with the
yeah, good
horns.
one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get rid of everything else and just stack it up in the front,
Big bitch
huge.
on
Yeah, but
that.
almost on the side, and then
Kind
just
of like if it was like what, like a ribcage tattoo?
yeah, like one right here, and then another small version like right here, kind of,
No,
and then something on the back. So
I think we should start, and I feel like Jonathan will concur with this just because I know like one of the next jobs that he's doing right now.
fucking Celsius,
One of them is like his luchador dog
a little chihuahuita. That's fire.
that he was supposed to do like a propaganda poster, right?
Oh, that's funny. It's almost like someone's been trying to do stuff like that for a while that hasn't had their brand launch yet. I've had like three of those designs. So really quick,
But
what is it with everybody shooting like low colors and low tones, dark tones,
so every time I say it's dark and ominous, I don't think that the real word is ominous.
ominous tones,
Ominous.
dark and
Uh,
ominous,
am I saying it right?
dark and ominous,
Ominous.
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 Yes, but
Ominous.
okay, like do you know anybody who's shot dark and ominous tones for like the past I don't know 10 years?
Robert, California.
Well, like anybody in this room.
Abraham.
So why? Okay, is it like just catching on now, or
I think people are sad,
I've been sad my whole life?
but it's
But what? It's I mean it's great.
yeah. Fuck it.
Just pay your fucking dues. I'm just fucking with
You
you.
want them to fucking tag you and be like, yo, like shout out to Abraham
No,
for fucking.
I'm just fucking around.
Half of them is like feel like they don't even know we exist.
They
Like,
don't. Half of them were like 21.
yeah, like. But so now it's one of those like for you, you should be like, all right, well,
I started this
like
gangster shit.
this is
Just the
motherfucking things I get, but so then like go out and like
just go
show them motherfuckers how it's done.
hands down. Just go even ham.
Ah,
Even more ham.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like I mean that's.
Oh, you know
But
what?
so what I was trying to say about the poster shit. Are you okay?
Dude, I drank that Celsius earlier. My head and like my skin feels like it's crawling.
You all right?
That's sober 2024, but don't drink energy drinks.
He's, every time I see this fool with his blonde hair, he reminds me of Dracula's girlfriend in the movie Hotel Transylvania. I had a poll up
She was
a
cute.
couple weeks ago, and a lot of people agreed.
A few did it, which thanks.
Yeah, if anybody could Photoshop out there, just Photoshop a face of this fool on her again. But again, what I was trying to say with the poster shit, I feel like once, because especially you guys are doing your big jumbo prints, I want to make my own poster, and then we should all make big ass posters like these. print the designs on him, and then fucking go around and like slap him up.
Yeah, we've been speaking on that for like a while,
That'd be dope.
and I really do think it'd be a great idea. Jumping back to, I know you mentioned really quick the Los Angeles Apparel and how they pay their employees. The other day, you brought something up to me about how every company in California has to disclose, well, like these major manufacturers have to disclose where they make their stuff.
Well, not just that, but like
What else? Yeah.
it's they gotta disclose whether they're doing business with ethical people, whether as far as like is their labor laws, are they in compliance with the California laws again of labor once it's going into like
But what was one of the words, the specific wording that they were almost saying to avoid having to explain whether they're doing it or not? It was almost like a like, hey,
one of them, and this is like
maybe not, don't mention
I
their
don't want to
name,
mention the brand
but they're huge and
because I still want one of their hoodies, even though it's very obnoxious.
but that's just like what you're into though, like something like that. Like
Maybe I'll just bootleg it.
I think you should. It's very,
I won't sell it. I'll just bootleg it.
let's just say that it's very on brand with some of another homie's brand. At least very close to.
Dude, did I tell you that were you at Rose Bowl that day?
Yeah, the guy came up and was asking if
Well,
his
he just straight up asked Jonathan, "Hey, is this brand this brand?"
is this.
And I know that Jonathan's got it. He's gotten that one before, and he's gotten that other brand of the that's
It rhymes with foam farts.
from for it rhymes with what he's dying from.
Crohn's disease. Foam farts.
But when the guy asked me that, I was like, "Yo, you should go ask him. Like, tell him that." Like, and I was like, "Yo, you should tell Jonathan. He'll be very flattered that you think this of his brand." But it's also like, why would you come in to someone's brand or someone's booth and be like, "Hey, your booth, your merch, your booth, your clothes reminds me of so and so." Like that's never really a compliment. I think.
It's like a backhanded compliment. Right?
It's a pen and slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so pat me and slap me.
Yeah. No. Ask, say, like reference your brand to another, or like compare it to something else.
No. No.
Yeah. But you birthed quite a few though.
It's
No, I'll say it. A lot of people call it.
no, but the thing is that it's not my style.
Sorry, the battery.
So I can't say that about the brands just because
Why?
I didn't start that style, and the reason why I still won't ever like trip out and say this shit is because there's another brand that's out there that like tried doing that to me. Whenever even try doing that to me, they just like block me.
No, but the blatant disrespect when they go as far as to like
sell at the same market.
no, not even that. I'll still forgive that shit because they did it before or whatever. But to go and hit the fucking artist up that you famously work with, have them almost reference, hey, I want to do something identical to this or in this style. It's very unsettling. It's like, be original. I really don't like, and again, like some of these people, I do feel like you know them and you help them, but then to go as far as to just like almost copy like this, just the thing is just like, man, like, and you said this, and I know I used to tell you this, where it's like imitation is the imitation
highest
is the highest form of flattery, but it's bullshit. It's not flattering anymore. At this point, it's almost like
it's not flattering at all. But the same thing goes with like, bro, like
I don't want to be a hater.
But no, and then that's why again, like I'm just like, all right, that's dope, that's cool because because this is the thing, right? This is the thing. You'll have these other big brands, right? And like, there is these other big brands, and again, one of them, and I'm never like gonna hate or anything. I give people like the price that they reserve though, but like buy some boys, smart fucking guys, great fucking team. You know, and it's like there's been many times before where like I've tried to like think of something and I'm looking around for like certain references. Fucking sure enough, who already fucking made that, right?
Right.
With them also being like such a big brand, it will overshadow anybody else that tries to do this right. But then at the same time, it's like you have this constant battle, like, oh, well, they made it already, so you can't do it, and it's like, it's not really biting because like we're all pulling from the same inspiration, which is like all of our culturas.
Okay, but to go and hit up the same people,
Nah, pues eso ya, güey.
that's what I'm referencing.
Yeah. I mean,
or to use your studio. I'm gonna stop there.
Nah, I mean, listen, people. I move with way great intentions,
I mean,
and
fucked.
I try to do whatever. There's no ill will.
I think
anything.
What happens is the problems I have in relationships, you have with that. What the fuck?
I'm a nice guy, bro. Like I'm
not a nice guy.
Of course you are. You know, I want to see everybody win.
We're nice people.
It's whatever. Like, listen, like maybe it is a little like flattering or whatever the fuck, but at the same time, like I'm not tripping because I have 100 other fucking ideas of just everything and anything that I still want to.
For every one that you have, you've got another 100 in the chamber.
But it's just like, you know what I mean. Again, like now it's like, yo, like, and we talked about this before, even before the pod, like even months before, where maybe not my final form, but jewelry is like one of the things that I would like love to go into.
Which you have.
And like not even like real like, and I don't want to say that because I don't want to also like say anything ill or like, you know, make anybody seem because they're not doing it in that form that they're not really designing, because they are. But I want to do it with like gold material.
I like,
you know what I mean? Like I love gold. So I want to start making my own pendants again. Earlier we talked about the next few ones that I have coming up. Like I think those are going to be dope. You know, they're going to be dope.
Who's going to do that?
Sacred and profane.
Yeah, you know, when it drops, it drops.
It's a great name. Where'd you come with it? Have you talked about where'd you come up with that name?
I think I saw a book. There is a book out there actually. And
Sacred and profane.
Profane. No, there's a book. There's a book out there. And at the moment, like I was just really going through some shit, like always. And I was really struggling like with trying to be a good person and just saying fuck like everything. And I don't know, it was just like one of those where like it kind of came to me, but then I was like, I looked up the name, right? And then I saw, because I was like, why does that stand out to me so much? I looked up the name and I found that book, and I saw what it was all about. It really just made sense to me because of how I grew up with like the religious background, and then just like the constant battle between like my inner self and trying to be like the straight-laced guy with like always like thinking of others and blah blah blah. And it was just kind of like, man, like I just feel like I'm always too much of a nice dude and I'm getting fucked in the end. But when I'm an asshole, things just kind of work out.
Yeah.
You know, but and yeah, the name just stuck because I had that other brand, and it just wasn't vibing with it. And the way that the designs were going, it just made more sense with that. So when I got rid of that other one, I started using that, and then I just deaded it because I was going through a really bad time. I just left it there.
Yeah.
Left it on the floor, and now we're here.
I love that. I think this is a great episode. Great way to end the month.
Yeah, a little mini episode here.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have. We're gonna be having a guest on our next episode if everything works out great. What the thing is gonna be. She is a very talented woman, entrepreneur, business owner, mom, all around just dope fucking person. She's worked with many artists.
Did you shout her out earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't necessarily want to say unless it's confirmed that she says she's down to do it. We're just gonna make sure that like the times and everything adds up correctly.
Sundays.
Yeah. I have to get a third whack. But again, thank you guys very much for watching, kicking it with us. Any comments, anything you guys want to say, just keep them to yourself.
Fuck off.
No, just fucking with y'all. If you have something you guys want to talk about, anything about screen printing, again, I don't know dick about dick. I just know enough to get me to where I am now. So anything that you want to talk about or anything like that,
just leave it in the
DM
comments.
this guy or DM the Behind the Screens Instagram.
We might get to you.
Yeah, let's
Cool. Suck it easy.
suck it easy.
La loves. Cool.